Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum and greetings, Ali Sharma here. Welcome back to my man cave and more RC video reviews. Now, if you do not like OpenTx radio controls, because to some people out there, the OpenTx based radio controls like Free Sky radios are kind of intimidating. The features, the whole lot of features in there, the whole lot of possibilities of programming an OpenTx based radio is kind of confusing to many people out there. Now, to those people who are looking for a traditional kind of radio control which does not work on OpenTx technology, well, they have two choices: either buy expensive branded radios like Grobner, like Futaba, or buy El Cheapo Fly Sky radios, which normally people find having issues with. Now, there is a new alternative right here that we are going to talk about in this video for those people who do not want to have an OpenTx based radio control and looking for something which is like Futaba 10CG, very similar to Futaba 10CG, and does not have an OpenTx but has its own firmware, its own programming features, and of course some of the nicest features that you want in a radio control, in an affordable radio control. Yes, this radio control in my hand is the Radiolink AT10II, the upgraded version of Radiolink AT10 radio. In this video we are going to review it, we are going to talk about its features, I'm going to give you a closer look at the radio, its build, its features, I'm going to talk about those as well, and of course I'm going to set it up with the eSky Eagles RC airplane right away, and weather is good this afternoon, we're going to go and give it a test, of course fly that plane. Hope this does not crash my good plane out there. I'm putting my trust on AT10II right here and giving it a brand new, one of the best RC airplanes that I wanted to have to this radio. Anyway, before we go ahead, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so that you stay updated for all the upcoming uploads. Alright, so this is the Radiolink AT10II. First off, let me show you its key features. There are a lot of features and I don't want to just, keep speaking. Rather than speaking, I'm going to give you a slideshow so you know how many coolest features this radio offers now. Welcome back. Now let's take a closer look at the radio control itself. I have got this radio with R12DS diversity receiver. It's a 12-channel receiver. It also has a port right here to connect various sensors provided by Radiolink. At the moment, I have got myself PRM01 sensor right here, which provides telemetry data regarding your battery, which is a very good thing because you want to know always how much battery left while you are flying so you can make the right decision of turning around and get back home or land your aircraft. I'm sure you have noticed this one is inspired by Futaba 10CG radio control. Now, Futaba 10CG was one of my best personal radio control, best favorite personal radio control, and I have used that radio control for a very, very long time. In fact, the Futaba 10CG was so good and I loved it so much that it was very, very difficult for me to part from it and move on to new radio controls like Futaba 14SG or later Free Sky radio. So this radio is very similar to Futaba 10CAG or 10CG radio controls, which was one of the best radios. Anyway, so having to have that, you would actually like it, you would actually love it, because if you love that radio, now you can have the similar thing in more affordable price. This radio has an upgraded antenna, as you have seen in the features, it can provide you 4-kilometer control range with R12DS receiver. That's what they claim. I haven't tested it. We can test it later. We are still talking about the looks. I actually like this orange look, which kind of very tutti frutti right here. The radio control gimbals are really nice and soft. The feel is very nice, very soft on the gimbal, and they just simply fit right in my thumbs right here. The radio control has an on-off switch. You have trimmers right here. You have a cursor with clicker. You have a wheel with clicker, and we have a mode button and an end button right here. Okay, after that we have sliders. Yes, sliders. They are very, very useful to pan the FPV cameras, or put the flaps up and down. Okay, so we have 2 sliders, one at the left, one at the right, and we have a 2-position switch, 2-position switch, 3-position switch, 2-position switch, 3-position switch, spring-loaded switch, 3-position, and 2-position. After that, on the face of the radio top here, we have 3 dials, or VR knobs, okay, which you can use for various purposes, and a nice big LCD screen right here. Shows you much more data, and you press N button, you can go to the servos, or feedback, where you can see all the switches. You can see all the switches and stick responses, okay? And if you press the N button once again, you go to telemetry. Yes, that's one of the nicest features here. If you had sensors, as I mentioned, you can see all the telemetry of your RC aircraft right here. And at the back side of the radio, you have a trainer port right here, all right? And if you want to upgrade the firmware, there is a USB port at the right side here. You will also notice that at the side, both sides, and at the back, there are no rubber grips. Kind of rubber grips that come on Futaba and other radios, that make it more comfortable for you to hold the radio. Nonetheless, the radio actually feels nice and solid in my hand, though it's a little uncomfortable, like all hard feels with the hard plastic, no rubber grips, but still it's pretty comfortable to hold the radio and use the radio. For the battery, originally radio comes with a battery tray that takes 8 AA-size batteries. Well, I didn't want to put those many batteries, so I went ahead with a AT10II 11.1 volt 850 mAh battery. I made a balance plug to a JST right there, you can see, and it powers the radio pretty nice and properly for longer periods of time. This input here takes 7.4 volt to 15 volts, and if you are wondering about polarity, well, they said that it's protected polarity jumper right here, so if you somehow make a mistake, plus to minus, minus to plus, it will not burn. So it has a reverse polarity protection here. Well, I did not try it, and I don't want to try it because I don't want to see smoke and stuff like that. Anyway, there's a properly plus minus mentioned right there, you can see, so it's very easy for you to connect the GST connector right there. Okay, press and hold mode button and you can go to the menu. Press it again, you can go to the second page of the menu. As you have watched in the features, this radio control supports almost all kind of RC aircraft models. We have in the menus here parameter, model select, model type, endpoint, subtrim, reverse, dual rate expo, throttle cut, idle down, trim, failsafe, aux channels, timer, trainer, logic switches, servo, receiver, system. And if you press the mode again, you have program mix, flaperon, flap trim, aileron, air brake, elevator flap, elevator, snap roll, V-tail, elevon, gyro sensing. This is very nice, but I don't know if you can use it with XK planes or not. Anyway, throttle curve, throttle delay. Throttle delays sometimes can make you do the effects like a turbine on your EDF jets, but be careful while using it. Throttle needle, altitude, and servo delay. Servo delay is a very nice feature because you can slow a servo down and make your RC aircraft surfaces go down slowly, go down and up slowly, or you can even configure a servo-based retracts to come down or get in slowly, make it look very, very nice. Okay, so that was the menu for model type airplane. Now we'll go inside and change to glider, okay, and press. Now, once you select a different thing, the radio takes a little while to switch to that thing, okay? We come back here to the menu. Something is missing right here in the middle, and here you can see some of the options have changed to offset, start delay, camber flap, camber mix, butterfly elevator, aileron. So now you have the glider functions, okay? And if I go to the model type, change it to glider 3, oh nice, change it to multi-rotor, okay? Come back here, we have some of the options changed and many of the options have been missing because we don't need those, okay? All right, now we go back to the model type and change it to the helicopter. Okay, now you have helicopter features here, okay? You can see throttle curve, pitch curve, revolution mixing, throttle hold, hover pitch, high-low pitch. So all the swash ring, throttle needle, so all the helicopter functions have come here. So basically this radio and its menu system is very easy to navigate and pretty easy to set your RC aircraft, any type of RC aircraft that you are flying with this radio control, and given that you get used to the cursor and the dial use. So I'm using the AT10II radio for the very first time, and this is made in flight. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, I'll punch the throttle. Here we go. Look at the throttle, the amount of throttle it took to actually take off. But now I am at half throttle and I can cruise it. First off, the AT10II feels really nice and locked. Very precise controls. And second, look at the absolute stable flight performance of eSky Eagles. It's definitely your best friend for learning to fly RC airplanes. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a telemetry screen from AT10II. You can see the RSSI and battery volts. I still have 11.9, 12 volts. I can still fly more. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right there.